Greetings, Captain. I'm Dasha Perova, and today I'm going to tell you about the hottest update of this year, 0.11.7. It brings a new dockyard, improvements to the battle camera and submarines, a fresh clan battle season, brawls, and much more. Our dockyard comes back to life again in Update 0.11.7, giving you the means to build American Tier 10 ship Puerto Rico.
The cruiser is armed with 12 305mm guns housed in 4 turrets and loaded with armor-piercing shells that deal decent damage and have improved ricochet angles. What's more, the ship has a solid HP pool and effective armor. To build the cruiser, you need to progress through 40 construction phases, 34 of which can be finalized by completing combat missions. The remaining 6 phases must be unlocked with doubloons.
You'll have sufficient time to accomplish it. This update, the next one, and the first 3 weeks of Update 0.11.9. The dockyard itself will be available in the game until the release of Update 0.11.10.
You'll receive Destroyer Huron, a port slot, and a 6 skill point commander after making it through the 25th phase. Upon completing the 40th phase, you'll receive Puerto Rico in the ceremonial camouflage, plus a port slot, 10 skill point commander, and commemorative flag. Even if you finalize the construction of Puerto Rico using doubloons, it's still worth completing the dockyard's combat missions. You'll get 250 steel for each completed phase.
Now, we want to share some important news with those who already have Puerto Rico in their collections.
If you already have the American cruiser, you'll receive a Puerto Rico certificate in place of her after completing all 40 construction phases. This certificate can be exchanged for a sufficient quantity of doubloons, steel, or research points to acquire another Tier 10 ship. More details about the dockyard will be published in a dedicated article on our website.
Another essential gameplay aspect that we've improved in Update 0.11.7 is the battle camera.
We've adjusted the base viewing angle and focused the camera directly on the player's ship. From now on, when launching spotting aircraft, you can choose either the upper common camera position or the lower one, as if no spotting aircraft is deployed. We've also added several new settings and introduced some other improvements to make the camera even more convenient.
Clan battles have long been a much-loved and crucial component of the game. A multitude of teams fiercely fight for valuable rewards and the right to be called the best clan in the game.
Update 0.11.7 gives start to a fresh clan battle season called Siren. Together with your clanmates, you'll head into the fight at the helms of Tier 8 ships in a 6 vs 6 format for the 18th season. The battles will be fought without aircraft carriers and with only 1 battleship allowed per team. The maximum number of mercenaries in a division is 3.
The update includes another temporary mode, Brawl. This brawl has 3 stages, each with a different format.
The first stage utilizes a 12 vs 12 format, with players helming Tier 6 battleships. The second stage features Tier 4 ships in a 4 vs 4 format. The third stage is with Tier 4 ships in a 3 vs 3 format.
Update 0.11.7 brings several changes to submarines. Hydrophone has been split into 2 consumables.
One of them retains the hydrophone name. It reveals the positions of surface ships and submarines at the periscope depth, and it also highlights the sea-bottom terrain. The other consumable is called Submarine Surveillance, and it detects enemy submarines at the submerged and periscope depths.
This separation will require you to activate the particular consumable that you might need in a specific battle situation. It will make submarine gameplay more specific, challenging, and exciting.
We've also removed the guaranteed detection of submarines while they are submerged. This will prevent you from getting dragged into surprise duels against other submarines and give you a chance to avoid a fight if you wish to do so. If you actually decide to attack an enemy submarine, submarine surveillance will definitely come in handy for detecting her.
Captain, the geography of ports is expanding in World of Warships. Please welcome Rio de Janeiro.
The new port to pick Sugarloaf Mountain, the Naval Arsenal of Rio de Janeiro, a naval base, the National Historical Museum of Brazil, and the world-famous Christ the Redeemer statue. The South American port will have other sights to gaze upon as well.
The remaining details about the update can be found on our website. That's all for today. See you soon, Captains.
Hey!